Hey, what's up guys? This is David Stamatis here with a quick fix tutorial for the Multiscope, and this also is a kind of quick fix for a problem in general, which is what you can see on the screen right now, an error that commonly comes up in After Effects and Adobe Premiere that has to do with your graphics processing unit. If you might have an older computer or don't have a specific setting set correctly, you're going to get this error. And it says essentially a red bar that comes up over your footage, and it says this effect requires GPU acceleration. So if you have a newer computer, the first easiest fix is go into your file drop-down menu. At the bottom, hit project settings, and then you're going to get this project settings finder window. And the first tab, which is already open, called video rendering and effects. You're going to click that down and make sure you have Mercury GPU acceleration checked as opposed to the Mercury software only. Check that box and done. Problem fixed. So that's a really easy fix for those of you that have newer CUDA or Metal GPUs in your newer computers. For those of you that have older computers and don't have that option or are still getting the error, I'm gonna kind of give you the tool specific fix, which is a little bit more in depth, but shouldn't take too long. So there's essentially a feature within the tools. We have Rotoscope open here that is called chromatic aberrations. You can see if I'm in the layer 1, the control, and it's probably about 7 down. It's called, if I expand this a little bit, it's called chromatic aberration amount. And you can see what that does is it kind of separates the colors. It creates a color aberration across the footage. So I'll crank that to 0. You essentially have to delete this tool out. Unfortunately, the effect that After Effects uses for this requires that GPU acceleration. So what you're gonna want to do is you can go ahead and delete it out of the slider. Just so you don't have to mess around with it. So I select that specific slider under your effects controls in that layer 1 and deleted it out. Second thing you're gonna have to do, we'll have to do this tool by tool. The second thing you're gonna wanna do is in your layers panel, go down and click on layer 3, which is just called Rotoscope. It's a comp. And in your effects control, you'll see there are kind of 2 effects. The second one is called VR chromatic aberrations, and this is the problem tool. So if I go ahead and just to show you that it works, I'm going to turn that GPU acceleration back off in my settings. So I get this error file or error strip. So if I go ahead and select the chromatic aberration in the effects control and delete it, you can see that works again. What I'll do, if you guys are bummed out that you're losing that kind of chroma separation feature, I'll make a separate YouTube video that shows you how to get that back in a way where you don't have to use the GPU acceleration. So let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and open up each tool and show you where that where you need to delete it out. So let's go to number 2, die scope. Just click on the comp that says die scope in that folder. Again, you see we have the error. And this one, it's under this layer 3 again, that's called die scope build. Make sure you have your effects control panel. You see second one down, chromatic aberrations, VR chromatic aberrations, delete it, and we're good to go. So we're gonna go through and do that to all of them. So number 3, grid scope, getting the error. This chromatic will be on layer 2. So click on the layer. It's the last one down. Delete. We're good. So that's really what we're going to go through and do to all of these. Hex scope. We have the error in hex scope. It's going to be on layer 4. Go into the effects control panel, delete it out. Slice scope. So slice scope is going to be actually an adjustment layer. So this is layer 2, and really what you can do within your layers panel is just delete that entire layer 2 out. Scale scope, I don't believe we have it on scale scope, so we're good there. Bubble scope, same deal, good to go. Spiroscope, also good to go. Glitch scope, good to go. And that is it, folks. So hopefully that helps. I know, thank you for those of you that have brought it to my attention that have slightly older GPUs in your system. I hope this helps, and thanks for your support, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.